Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to Acan once again with another episode. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I know I am currently. I'm super inspired for this project, and as you can see, I've been hard at work. I've been adding stuff, mainly just vegetation and atmospherical things, but man, does this place really take shape now. I've done hours of just layering, making these slopes here more or less perfect, I guess, adding a lot of vegetation, and as you can see, we have a lot of these purple/pink flowers all around here, which just creates this very unique atmosphere right here. I've been extending the path, which I promised you, which leads to a stair here, leads down here to a little river that I've added, which will lead up to a llama ranch. Thank you so much for the suggestion, guys. We're going to do a not a lava ranch, but a llama ranch over here. I've added a field here. This is, I think it's flax, yeah, but it's supposed to be guavo, I think is the name, which is in fact an Inca crop, which the Incas produce a lot of. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but it looks like this. So that is that little field here, and the river coming from the mountain here, just flowing around here, down here, around a small little house that's going to be here, yeah, next to our cotton field that I've added. And this is kind of cool. And then down to a bigger stream, which then flows around and down here in the back of the house that we are going to do today. So yes, this place is really taking shape, and I'm looking forward to just continue working on this with you guys. So just gonna go straight ahead, start placing some of these blocks here. I'm gonna do the main walls and stuff out of wool as usual, so that we can go back and just use World Edit to texture them, so that we get a nice randomization here. I'm digging in here a little bit because I think we might have to remove some of the blocks on the side to create the path that goes down here. So I'm just gonna do that from the beginning, and then we'll just raise these up here. From this one I want to do a little bit of like platform in the back here, so yeah, just an extension to the building here, so it looks over the small pond here and stuff. So this will be good, and also the path is going to lead down here and let you get into the different wheat fields here, so that is very important. So just gonna raise these up here like this. I'm gonna have to count some blocks and stuff before we really start working here, but I think we have a decent height right now, so let's just do that and fill these in, and then this one right here. So now we got to kind of count how many blocks we do have. So what we want to do is to have 3 blocks of like just wall inside here. So we want to have 3 blocks, and then the roof starts like here. So what I like to do is to go up a little bit. We might actually go up on the side here and then have, well, actually we can have both. We can have an entrance here and then an entrance over here that goes up, and we can also have like elevation inside the house, which is what we did over here, I think. Yes, it elevates as you go in here. So we can do something similar here, and that might be cool because of the way it's built on the land here. So we can have an entrance going in here, but then we can have the entrance here a little lower, so then we can like I guess almost divide it a little bit here, so we have 2 different rooms with 2 different levels. That can be kind of nice, I hope. And I will go down there like so, and I think that's like a good height here. But then what we want to do is to extend this 1 more block up, so it's going to be on the sides here, which is going to be like the edges of the roof. It's going to be a little taller, and here we have to decide if we want to do the same height overall, or if we want to elevate. And I think, just to kind of keep this series here a little bit interesting, it might be fun to elevate it, so it doesn't have a straight roof like this, but it will go over and then down a little bit, if that makes sense. So what we can do is to raise this up to the standard that we have here, or the level that we have here, and then take away all of these blocks, and then elevate or make the triangle shape here. And now that when we do the world edit, we're gonna have two distinct, like, separated layers and levels of the building here, which might turn out really nice in our favor here. So that's interesting. And then, as talked about, doing a little platform here, and I want to make that look like it's just an extension of the house in a way. You see that if you do some research on the Inca towns and architecture, they're very often like more than just a house. It's often like walls and stuff surrounding the actual house, which would be used for, I guess, like storage and maybe for some animals and stuff like that. So we're gonna do a little bit of this here. It's gonna be something like that, and then we're gonna elevate it up so we have like a level here. Might even, let's do that. Let's make it like so that we have a little bit of a lip here so you can't fall off. Should be good, I think. I hope that is alright. And then we're just going to go over here and find the blocks that we want to use. First of all, we're going to use main blocks, which are these, and then cobblestone. I think that is the tree we use. So we're going to place just these here. And then get ourselves a little bit of a shovel, and then do tool, info, and click on all of these, and then I'm gonna just mark this whole area. Probably a big selection there, but it's not gonna affect us in any way. Replace 35-1, which is the orange one, with 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 11, and 2, 5, 3, 8. It's gonna be good like that. Looks kind of good already. It kind of looks like those Inca ruins that you see in the pictures, and that's kind of what I'm going after when I try to develop the style here, because, well, I'm pretty sure there is some research on how it really was, but you know, it's fun trying to imagine, using your own imagination sometimes. And then what we've done before is to go back in and then replace some of the bottom block with like moss and stuff, because the moss would most likely just grow on the bottom here where the rainwater would collect up. So we're gonna go back in and put some of that in, and we do that. And also, guys, if you are really interested in the Inca style and stuff like that, a friend of mine, Capuchin, you might have heard of him if you're a long time conquistador with the Conquest Reforged mod, but if you haven't heard of him, he's also making the Inca village. He started way before me, but he kind of took a break, or kind of like disappeared a little bit from the whole Conquest community. Well, I think he moved and stuff. So I kind of started my own little series, because I love the kind of style and I have never done something similar. But if you want to have more content in this style here, I'm gonna try to remember to leave a link to his channel down below, so that you can check that out and get some more inspiration for your own build, which is always good. Inspiration is never bad. And then what I'm gonna do here is probably we only have one kind of block here, yeah. So maybe just to mix it up, this doesn't crash too much, no. So we'll use this one as the thatch roof here, and we're just gonna fill it in like this, and then use this here, do the same here and fill that in, and then we can go back afterwards and put in some random blocks just to mix it up and make it less plain, because you don't want to have, especially thatch roofs, you can play around a little bit with more with to make them look more old and thatched. Thatch is, if you didn't know, it's just plants, dried up plants. It's a specific type of plant, like grass, that they dry up, and then I think they lubricate them or cover them with oils and stuff, and then put them on the roof. So it wouldn't be completely straight. It would have some flaws and stuff. So that's something I like to go ahead and do, is to go back in and mix it up just a little bit. Not too much, just so you kind of remove some of the flatness, but still keep it looking like a roof. I don't know. So just a little bit like that. Actually, I might want to go back in and place them the opposite way around. So that the textures align. Yeah, that works a lot better. And then we can do like a stair here, something like that. And we're gonna do the same here. Okay, I'm gonna go back inside and remove all of these blocks when we get to that part. So I'm not gonna bother too much about the blocks that I place inside. But then we can take the dead bush. This matches so nicely with these blocks. And place some of that on top of the full blocks and also on the stairs when it works, like here. Like that. Like that. And just mix it up a little bit, and already we have like a decent looking Inca house. And I'm not complaining. I like that. Let's bring that block, and I think, well, actually I'm gonna just take that like that. But I want to do some randomization with walls before we get going. So I'm going to place you there and you there, just so I have you. Then I'm going to have vertical slab and trapdoor. And same one for this. Vertical there and trapdoor. And that should be kind of good, I hope. And then we add these ones on the corner in a way, but I don't want to overdo that. Just a little bit to get some extra structure there. But then we're going to go back in. Might actually want to have this one as well. And then work a little bit with... Can I use this one as well? Yeah, let's do that. To make the walls a little bit more bulky and not too plain, not too straight in a way. So it feels less civilized in a way. It doesn't feel like it's built by amazing stonemasons and stuff. It looks like it's more built by primitive people that just stacked some stones in a way that they came across. And already there, it's kind of hard to see in the shadow, so we might go over here and work a little bit. But it's, yeah, it really helps to make the build more unique and definitely make it look a lot better. So something like that, and then just not too much, but still enough to make it look, as I've said, built by some primitive people. And that is not too good. Okay, let me just let's leave it like that. And then we're going to just do some here as well. This one here we might actually go ahead and beat into a little bit, dig out some blocks, because that is also a way to make it look less perfect, which is kind of what I'm going for here. Let's add a few blocks like that, and then we'll take these and then beat out a few blocks here and there. Let me get like a stair. No, stair, thank you. Dig out some of that, and should just flip that up. Yeah, that works. And then we go here, and then what I really like doing is mixing a stair with a vertical stair like that, or a corner block. And then I'm gonna do something like that, and yeah, I think that should be good for now. Let's move on here. I'm gonna break these blocks, and then we're gonna go ahead and add the windows. And here I think, let me see, this is the row where we want to have the windows. So let's not go overboard with the windows here. There's something like that definitely works. I want to try to keep it as minimalistic as possible and give it more of a realistic look in a way. So that's what we're trying to do here. We do something like that, and then I don't know, maybe we should have a door here instead and remove this door and have it on this side maybe. I kind of like having it here though, so we can enter the farm straight from here. So let's just not have a door here, and we can have 2 windows perhaps, and then 1 window up here. Is that where the next floor is going to be? I don't know. And we can remove that and switch it up as we go, so that's not a problem. But definitely this has a nice look to it. I like that we went for a little bit of an elevation here. Really makes the build pop in my opinion here. Let's now take this one, go up here and steal the door. Yeah. And then we're gonna steal these ones because I love the way these look. So remove that, and then it's probably gonna be like so, and then possibly, how's the inside gonna be here? Probably like, first of all, let me just see if I want to have the door. Actually, I'm not sure on this one if I actually liked it best when it was like this. No, like this, I think. I think I'm more of a fan of that one, but I think to make it more realistic, we can move it, put it there instead. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for that one. But then the inside again is going to be like dirt, more or less. So yeah, it's going to be like this here. Fill all of that in. And it's going to elevate down here. We might have to smooth that out as we go. But yeah, that works there. And then it goes down, and then all of this is going to be the same. Just fill all of this in. Just trying to mix it up a little bit with some patches of the different blocks. Yes. And there's probably going to be just a block there to keep it up. And then we have all of these ugly temporary blocks on the inside that we got to remove. So let's do that. But then I take you, and you're going to go here like that. But then that's going to go there. But I'm not really sure how the path is going to go here, because that really affects on how we can do this door. Because if we're going to lower all of this down a little bit, we're going to do a steeper staircase. But for now, let's just leave it like that. And something I also want to do is to add a little bit of a porch on here. And then take one of these and add a window on the top here as well. And now we're really getting there. Really like the way this turns out now. Just try to fly around. That is super important, guys, when you're building like this. Fly around. Make sure the build feels alright where it is. Does it feel good? Does it feel awkward? Or does it feel like it really fits, like it's supposed to be there? If not, you got to redo some stuff. But if it feels like it's fitting there and it kind of works with the style you have and doesn't ruin the whole look of it, keep it. So that is something I try to do a lot of, just flying around, making sure that what we build actually fits, because it's better to redo it now than to finish the build with interiors and stuff and then redo it, you know. I think what I'm gonna do here is actually bring this, but now we gotta have a way to get down here. So no, that's not gonna work. So it's probably gonna have to be elevated here a little bit. So it goes down to about here. So we can... this is kind of tricky here. Let's mix these into each other. Because we have two kind of different palettes here. But we can make that work. So this here is gonna go lead down here. And what I've seen a lot of these Inca builds had is, just imagine these are stone, so they're kind of sticking out of the stone wall here. And I think we can do something similar, but just use this one. But we could actually use I'm just gonna go for rail because I know this one has a darker color. Yeah, alright. Like these ones, small extensions like that for this. But then of course the main level has to be here then. But it can kind of steeply wrap around up here, but then we gotta do something with this. But that's not gonna be too much of a problem, I think. Because what we can do is we can do this and then just do stairs like that, and then it feels too bulky here. Actually, we don't even need the supports on that, or the sides on that. It can be just as simple as this. I'm gonna remove that. It doesn't have to be more than that actually. So that's something we can work with then. And then just smooth this out and stuff. That is probably stuff that I will have to do off the camera. But let's see, do we have a block that could work as a support block here? We can obviously use this one here. Or we can... How's that? No. It has a little bit of a potential, but it looks too weird. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that, and then maybe like that. Kind of messes up the top part, but it works. And we can use that more places as well here, which then would lead to like, yeah, I think that should work. And then it's all about just layering these up here, collecting all these blocks, and then working with this as good as possible. I'm gonna extend this to here so we have some more to work with. Whoops. Like that. And maybe even smooth this one out. Come on now. There we go. Which then is going to have like a backyard for maybe storage, and maybe we can have like some chickens, like a small chicken coop. I don't know. That is probably for another video because we're running kind of late here. But then up here it's, yeah, basically just going to be, we can even have a staircase going up here and do something like this here, you know. That's actually kind of sweet right there. And then, can I get a block? Thank you. And then mix this up here, let it connect to this nicely here. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Now I'm just gonna add the railings here so people don't fall off. And there we go. A little build for today, guys. I think it turned out great. I love the design of this one. very happy with the end result, and I hope you guys like it as well. If so, make sure to smack that like button down below, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.